Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software designed by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sankatan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra dynamic mathematics software is presented at this video series. To view the contents, you may join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing a worksheet to visualize the volume of a cone. The volume of a cone in an animated manner. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, a licensed version, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me show you what type of worksheet we will be designing. We will design an animated volume of a cone. When I click this start, automatically it will the volume will get filled in a separate color you can choose, and it also shows how the volume is increasing also. But now this cone is being taken as a arbitrary one. Therefore you can have a cone of any radius or any height, and you can have its volume, you can show like this. When I click this reset button, it will go back to that h is equal to 0. Then you can start. Now the child can visualize that what do you mean by that volume. Volume is nothing but the capacity. Therefore it is going on increasing. Now you can ask so many questions. What is the percentage of the volume with that you can ask so many questions to the children. Okay, well, now let us try to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. For that, I have taken GeoGebra Classic 5 worksheet. Here what I will do is I will go to this 3D graphics view. Little bit I will do it like this. Here also I will minimize it. Okay. Now this in the graphic view, you may not be in need of this axis and grid. You can remove it. Now very quickly we will first go for point on the origin 0, 0, 0. It is on the 3 dimension. Is that okay? Now let me take another cone or another point. For that cone, let me take it as 0, 0, 6. It is only at random I am taking. Okay, it has been gone on the top. Now first let me click this 3D graphics. Then all the toolbox of 3D graphics will open. When I click it, the toolbox of this one will open. Okay, you know it. Go to this cone. What it tells, select the bottom point, select the top point. Therefore I will take this B as the bottom, and I will take this A as this one, and it asks the radius. Remember the radius you can put anything. For example, you can put T, 3, 4, anything. Okay, let me put 2. Okay, so that I will get a very small cone like this. Okay, now I want to get another cone now. Which cone will be inside this cone, but its height will be going on increasing so that you can visualize the volume. For that, let me go for a slider. That slider you can have in n or anything. You can have an integer also. If it is an integer, it will become automatically n. Therefore, I will take up to 10. Or sorry, it should be up to 6. Because there it is going only up to 6 only. Because there we have taken its height as 6 only. This is okay. Okay. Now when I move this, I will take a point 0, 0, n. Okay. This is a point now on the Z axis. When I move this, you are seeing that point also moves. The C is moving there. The C is moving there. Now you should be a bit careful. Now I want this cone inside the cone. Therefore, to avoid confusion, I will remove this axis. I will remove this plane so that it will be easy for you to visualize it. Okay. Let me again go for this cone. Again it asks the top point. I will touch the top point. I will touch the bottom point. It immediately draws the radius. Radius, remember, the radius should be 1/6 of the previous radius. Therefore, there it was 2. Therefore, n 2n by 6. Therefore, it should be n by 3. Therefore, radius should be n by 3. Okay, you see, automatically you are getting it inside. Remember, suppose if you are taking the radius as 1, it should be n by 6. If it is 2, it should be 2n by 6. If it is 3, 3n by 6. If it is 4, 4n by 6. You have to remember in your mind. Very simple. Okay. Now, when I move this, you see inside that is going only, it goes only up to that. Okay, now we have to go for doing changes. Now right click, go to the object property. In that you are having the color, make this opacity as very 0 or something, very small OPS. You can give it a color as white or something, gray or white or whatever the color you want to give. Okay, you come out, you see. Now you can have a little bit opacity also if you want. Okay, for this D, again you can give a bright color. For example, opacity you can increase, and you can give a color to it. Is it okay? Therefore, when I am moving it, you see, it moves and then show that what is the meaning of the volume. Very simple. Okay, now suppose if you want the children to understand the volume of this one is, you see, it goes up to 25.13. Okay, therefore in the text box, go to the text box and then you type the volume, capital V is equal to D is here, therefore from the object small d. Is it okay? Okay, suppose when I increase it, you see, when I increase it automatically that is also going. Now I want this volume should go along with this, therefore right click this volume. Okay, right click, go to the object properties, init position, go back to that position. In the starting point you have it as C. I think C should be there. C, capital C, enter. You see, when I am moving, you see it moves along with that C. Then little bit have a color for it. Okay, if you want to have a text as a little bit medium, and you can have you can make it as bold, so that whenever it moves, it also showing you that volume. Is it okay? Now I think I have taken a very small cone, and you can make the cone as very big. But remember, for the inside cone, the radius should be for whatever the radius you given for the original divided by 6. That you have to keep it in mind. Okay, now you see, whenever I am moving it, I want it to get animated automatically. For that, there is one option. Go to this 2-dimensional. Okay, let us try to have this animation automatic. Suppose if I am moving it, the animation is going on, but I want to have it automatic. There is a way for it. I have stopped this animation. To have the animation automatic, remember this number n, whatever the variable, the slider you are having, better the increment should be 0.1. Increment should be small. If you have the increment as 1, if it is automatic, it will jump, but it won't look nice. Go to this graphics view, go to this OK button, put it. You type here as animate, animate. Here you write, note down the spelling, START, ANIMATAON. Okay, S and A capital, within the bracket A. Sorry, N. Here it is the variable is N. Remember, whatever you are typing, if that script is right only, it will get converted into black. Otherwise, it will be in red color only. For now, I click OK. Now, when I click this animate, sorry. Okay, now you see animation are already started. Okay, when I animate, animation already started. Okay, now some of you may be interested, sir, I want to reset it. Therefore, again animation on, I am stopping. Again go to this OK button. Again have a button called reset. Reset means it will come back to the original position. Again the same command, START ANIMATAON, animation. Here inside the bracket you type false. And you want that value should come back to 1. Therefore, n is equal to 1. Then again enter, then click OK. Suppose if I animate, animation starts, escape, reset means it will go back to n is equal to 1. I think if n is equal to 1, I think all of you know that some volume will be there. If you put n is equal to 0, no volume will be there. Therefore, animate, animation starts, reset, it go back to n is equal to 1. Is it okay? Now here highly interesting thing is the child can come and visualize what is the meaning of the volume of a cone. Thank you. Let us learn to